Figures are often thought of as just images, but you can actually use figures to surround any HTML content that references or illustrates the surrounding text. Here I have an article, and I'm going to add a figure, and I'm going to add an image, and I'm going to pretend that this text is about my dog, Shasta. So I'm going to add an image of my dog, and I have to find where I labeled it. So I took this image, and we're going to learn more about images and how to use them in lesson 9 in the JPEG image here. So I'm going to grab his file name, and I'm going to post him here, JPEG. Then I have this figure. All this figure is doing, it's just like in the previous video, the figure tag doesn't do anything to the HTML. It doesn't make it look any different. So we now have this gigantic image of my dog, which you can't even see because the image is so big. So I'm going to add a width so that you can see it, because the purpose of this lesson is not to show you how to do images, but just how to add figures. This figure is now inside my page. As you can see, it's a little bit indented from the content. That's the figure tag, adding that indenting, that margin around it. The other thing you can do with the figure tag is you can add a figure caption with fig caption. My dog, Shasta. And there, as you can see, there's now a caption to the figure. But the important thing to remember about figures is that they are intended to illustrate the surrounding text. So it doesn't matter if it's a picture. It could be a quotation. If we could go back down here and say the rest of the text was about Heinlein, we could have my quotation in here again, block quote. All cats are black after midnight. It's actually indented slightly more because the block quote already indents it. So we want to play with the CSS and make it look the way we want it to look. But all this is saying is that this quotation illustrates or in some way references the content it is surrounding. So figure is another semantic tag that HTML5 adds to make your pages more useful to your customers. Again, like with all other tags, you can style the figure just like you would style any other tag, the article tag, the paragraph tag. You can give it a background color. We'll say gray. And as you can see, the figure is built to take up the full width of the screen, which is why it's taking up all of this space over here. And down here is my all cats are black after midnight quote, which is also a figure, and so it's getting that gray treatment as well. We could put together some of the other stuff we learned in previous lessons and add another style to the style sheet. Text align, center. Then my figure text is centered. Can't really read it down here because it's black on gray. It doesn't work very well. So why don't we fix that? Color white. And now we have this nice figure with a caption here and the text figure down here. And that's how you add HTML5 figures and the fig caption.